It's Danny Do-It-All, and today I'm going to be showing you how to change out the automatic transmission fluid and filter in your car. I'm specifically working on my 2006 Ford Fusion. It's a 4-cylinder with a 2.3 liter Duratec and FNR5 transmission. Alright guys, so some of the tools and materials that you're going to need to perform this job are going to be a transmission filter, transmission pan gasket, transmission fluid. This is the FNR5 transmission in my car, as well as 10mm long socket, 10mm short socket, 10mm wrench. I'm using a T50 Torx bit for the drain bolt on the transmission since I don't have an Allen wrench big enough. I'm going to be using this ratchet with a flex head to make it easier, some RTV in case we need it, some gloves to keep our hands clean, some rags, as well as a drain pan that we're going to be using for this. All of these things will be linked in the description below. Alright guys, now we're underneath the car. Here's your transmission pan, transmission drain bolt. I just finished warming up the transmission slightly and cycling through all the gears, warm up that fluid, and now we're going to go ahead and remove this drain bolt. Here's our T50 Torx. Okay, now we're going to take our 10mm socket, extension and wrench, and we're going to start loosening up all these 10mm bolts. Alright, now we're going to move to the other side and loosen up the bolts on this side of the pan. Alright guys, now we're going to be working on this side of the pan and removing all these bolts along here and behind this piece of framing. So this is where you're going to get your long 10mm and then your flex head ratchet. So reach up behind the frame. So we're going to be using our small 10mm as well as our flex adapter, and we're going to attach that to our flex ratchet. So we're going to reach in here, get it onto that bolt. We use a wobble extension to get this bolt here. Alright, I'm using a short 10mm and a wobble extension for a couple of these that are right here on the side. And these are kind of tight. For the one in the back corner of this pan, you can use a 12-point wrench and reach back here and you can loosen it. Alright, the bolt that's back here on the side of the pan towards the back is probably one of the trickiest ones to get to just because of this frame rail is right here. So for that, I do use this low profile ratchet here with the flex head. I'll take my 10mm and flex extension. I'm gonna have to use an extension to remove it the rest of the way. There's that one. Now we'll move to the back of the pan. Here we are at the back of the pan. I have a wobble extension, long 10mm. Now that we've removed all of the bolts around the pan, we're going to take a flathead screwdriver and we're going to gently pry on this pan. Make sure you have your drain pan underneath. We're going to tilt this forward to get the rest of the transmission fluid into the pan, into the drain pan. We're going to gently work this pan out from behind this frame. So we're going to pull it forward towards the front of the car a little bit and then bring it down. Alright guys, so we're going to get this all cleaned up with the degreaser and get all of this old RTV off of the pan. And then this is a magnet that you have in the pan. As you can see, there's quite a bit of metal that has accumulated on it. Transmission does have about 240,000 miles on it, and so we're going to get this all cleaned up and off of here, and then we'll get it put back on. Now would be a good time to either use a vacuum or some compressed air to get any remaining bits of metal that are inside of the pan and get them out of the pan. Once your pan is out of the way, you're going to go ahead and remove your transmission filter. You're going to remove this plug and you're going to gently just wiggle it and pull it straight down and put that off to the side. Then you're going to take your transmission filter and you're going to gently wiggle it and pull it straight down. So now I'm just taking a rag with some acetone on it and I'm cleaning the rest of the old RTV that's on the transmission surface. Alright, now I'm going to take a brass brush and clean up this old RTV. Alright, now that we've cleaned out the RTV, we're going to go ahead and install our filter. So put a little bit of new transmission fluid on this O-ring before we put it into the transmission. This little pin here has a hole in the transmission right here that it slides into, as well as this part of the filter goes into this hole here. And then put your wire back on here. Alright, now with the new transmission filter in the transmission and all of our surfaces clean on the pan as well as the transmission, we're going to take our new gasket and we're going to put it onto the transmission pan. We're going to line it up. So now this pan is ready to go back on the transmission. Make sure your bolts are clean before you put them back in. Make sure your gasket is lined up correctly. I'm just going around and just simply snugging the bolt up against the pan, and I'm going in order all the way around in a circle for now to make sure that the gasket stays lined up with all the holes. Alright, now we're going to start tightening up the bolts on this pan. We're going to start at the center and go from one side to the other in a zigzag formation, working towards the edges of the pan. So we'll tighten up this one and then this one, and then we'll come back and zigzag over this one, and then working our way towards the edges of this pan. Okay, now that we've run these bolts all the way up by hand, we're going to go ahead and start working on torquing these bolts down. If you have a torque wrench, I'd recommend torquing these bolts down to about 5 foot-pounds. I don't have a torque wrench with me, so I'm just doing it by hand, and I'm going in a zigzag pattern from side to side on the transmission pan. Alright, now that we've tightened all the pan bolts, we're going to go underneath the hood, locate our transmission dipstick, which is right here. We'll grab our dipstick and pull it out. Insert a clean funnel and pour your transmission fluid slowly into the funnel. Alright, so I just finished putting fluid back into the car. What I did was I measured out the old fluid that came out of the transmission. It was about 5 quarts, so I added 5 quarts into the transmission. Now we're going to go ahead and start up the car. Alright, now with the car running, we're going to go ahead and go underneath the car and look all around the transmission pan to make sure that it's not leaking any transmission fluid. I don't see any transmission fluid leaking here, so we're good to go to the next step. Before we check our transmission fluid level, we want to go ahead and cycle through all the gears and leaving it in each position for about 10 seconds. Then we're going to return it to park and leave the car running. We also want to make sure that the car is back on the ground and on level ground. Now that the car is fully warmed up, we've shifted through all the gears. We're going to go ahead and check the transmission fluid level. So we're going to pull out the first one, wipe it clean, reinsert it fully, and pull it back out. Okay, so we're still a little low on the transmission fluid level, so we're going to go ahead and add about half a quart of transmission fluid, and we're going to make sure that we're pouring it slowly so it doesn't overflow out of the filler tube. Alright, so our fluid is right in the middle and perfect, and we are good to go. Alright guys, that's all there is to changing out the transmission fluid and filter in your car. It's a very easy process and you could do it right at home. If you guys liked the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing.